Alright guys, we're back. Back to Hello Goodbye. Last time, well, something awful happened at Morino. It was getting attacked. Bombed, basically. And at the end, it seems that Tobo Kaito, the main character, me, myself, saw someone else that looked exactly like him. Like another Tobo Kaito. And then he fainted, and then this happened. Which is pretty much, I don't know if the game reset. The thing is that the train is going the opposite direction as it was in the beginning of the game. So I don't know if we're leaving Morino or maybe something else happened. But let's just find out what actually happened. Ah, I stand up and realize that something fell to the ground. It's a bag that I recognize. I'm sweating like crazy. The temperature isn't hot in the train, but I can feel heat on my entire body. That's what's causing all this sweat. I slowly come down. I have no idea why my body was so hot. The compartment even has air conditioning going, despite me being its only passenger. Wait, but where am I? Okay, so we're going towards Morino. Okay. Then it all comes to me. My name is Tobokaito. Oh wait, it seems like it did reset in a way. Because I remember that it was kind of similar too. That he was supposed to act out as Tobokaito. I think it's been a while since I played the first scene, if you want to call it that way. I have to live Stopokai to that city. That's my mission. Okay. I exit the ticket gate and find myself in the city of Morino. I've seen the station square, and I'm now countless times on TV. Okay, this seems pretty similar. I'm starting to remember a few things. I already memorized Morino's layout on the map. For the most part. First I follow down this road, then walk along the seashore, and finally cross the Great Enshudo Bridge. I walk leisurely across the bridge, one of the longest in all of Japan, a massive piece of construction built for one tiny island. I want to say that in a way, this bridge is itself a representation of Morino's small area. Currently standing before me is the Shuda Academy, an institution that is widely known and regardless across all three regions of Japan. Yep, I have a bias of something that repeats itself, but I have a feeling that that is what is supposed to happen. I mean, it's good to as a remembrance to remember what happened. It's been a while since I played the game, anyways. I will be attending this school as a student from here on out. Suddenly, I get the hit with a strange sense of deja vu. Yeah, that's what I'm having too. I can't explain why, but this city feels extremely familiar. It feels like my home almost despite it being my very first time here.
それじゃあ足りない書類は明日持ってきてください。
I had this conversation before. Oh, will do.
どうしました？
Say sister, have we met before somewhere?
ないと思うけど。
I finish up with my transfer registration and head down towards my dorm. Wait, there should be another place I've been to before. A monument, suddenly enters my sight from the bridge I'm on. That's from the Morino's Memorial Park. It was a park built to honor Morino's history and symbolize its importance as a city. Everything I had has a feel of familiarity to it. I mean, you have a point. I mean, it does feel like a reset. These roads are what I'll be walking daily to school to. At least I think they will. Instead of going to the dorm, I head in the direction of the park on the hill. So we're going to the hill again. Why does my body know the way? How do I instinctively know how to get to the park? It's so strange. Yeah, we're back at it again. The park. Memorial Park. I arrive at Memorial Park and look at the statue standing in the center. I remember she told me about the flower garden here that existed before the park was created. Wait, who did? I walk straight through the park and instantly find the flower garden. Yeah, this is what all happened previously. At this time of the day, the red of the setting sun creates a nice glimmer of the townscape. It's a gorgeous sight, but I can't stare at it forever. I came here for a reason. I see the scenery flash before my mind. I can see her silhouette, but I don't need to envision her. The girl that once spoke to me now stands right in front of me.
あら
Oh, she's there too? She noticed me and directs a warm smile my way. She washes her hands with the water in the watering can, then dries them with a towel and walks towards me. I know the reason she washed her hands. She wanted to clean the soil off her hands so she can shake my hand.
こんにちは
Yeah, we're having deja vu moments. This is basically the same thing that happened in the first episode. If we're gonna call it the first episode, the first video that I did on this game. Yep. I mean, it's going a lot faster, obviously. But, yep.
あうっかりはじめまして言うの忘れてました
But I
で
know who you
は
are.
最初から5本はじめましてこんにちは時間的にはこんばんはですね
Good evening. I know the name of the girl looking at me with a smile. Yukishiro Mei.
私の名前は雪城メイって言いますよろしくお願いします
Yep, I knew who she was. I hold out my hand to her.
よかった手が汚れてたら握手できないと思って手を洗っておきました
Even though she just washed it, Mei's hands still feel warm. This is her, she hasn't changed. And this isn't a dream either.
あなたのお名前は
I remember the first time I gave her something about like my real name or something like that. No. He mentioned something like Toba Kaito is my name for now or something like that. Yeah. Maybe we'll do things different this time. May asked my name with a soft innocent smile of hers. I know her. I know Yukishiro Mei. I know what she's like. I know what her personality is. I know what she tends to discard it and what feelings are attached to it. Yukishiro Mei.
はい何でしょう
Her smile gives me an impression that she's happy I call her by her name. I've seen this smile many times before, but why? Am I daydreaming? Am I still on the monorail right now? It seems much too shockingly real for a dream, however. Was that real? No, that's not it. Was it a vision? A vision of the future? Or maybe it was just a mere dream? But for a simple dream, for me to feel so terrified out of my mind, it might be that there's something that makes me nervous, because in reality I don't know. I don't know why I'm here as Toba Kaito. Well, what happened? I feel a slight aching in my head.
どうしましたか具合が悪いですか
Mei looks at me with evident worry. No, Mei, I'm alright. My head still hurts, but I put up a smile on her sake. I'm asked to keep her from worrying about me. Mei reacts to that and smiles as well. It seems that my smile suddenly eases her worries. Right, what's important is what I do now. If what I saw in the dream actually is about to happen, all of this indescribable anxiety and fear that now grips my body is a sensation I've never felt before. If the terror I saw in the dream is actually about to be reality, why did I have to dream it in the first place? How will the dream change? Can I protect the smile of this girl standing before me? I have to make a decision. Oh, don't tell me I have to make a decision. I have to do it here and now. Make the decision and change the future. Toba Kaito. And this is the step 1 towards that goal.
頭部カイト怪盗さん
Phantom Thief. Well, that's interesting. I don't remember her saying that before. That's interesting. It could be. I might very well be the Phantom Thief that came to steal the painful future that awaits you. My name is Toba Kaito. I arrived in Morino today and start my new life as a student at Denshoda Academy. in reality, this is all a lie that I have to live with. If I truly know this girl, then she'll take my word on it. This is the beginning of my grand plan, to protect the city, this country, and my life here. Oh wow. Are we finally leaving the prologue? I wonder. Well, apparently yes. Alright then. Alright. 16 episodes later, we actually make it to what is supposed to be the start of the actual game. It took me 16 videos to make it here, huh? Wow. Having finished playing Back to the Broken Radio transmission, the man presents the transmission data along with the report. The radio transmission comes from the place where the certain incident had occurred.
これが現地からの無線音源です。詳細は無線の通り、レポート形式にまとめてあります。
ご苦労様です。下がってください。
Who is she? The man gives a stiff formal salute, then leaves the room. Giselle now reads over the report. After reading the rough summary outline on the first page, he closes the report. The woman notices this and addresses him.
まずは第一段階といったところですか。
Phase 1. She asks him with a respectful tone.
連邦陸軍の過激派グループの思わぬ抵抗にあって被害が想定以上だったらしいが、計画通りだったんだろう。
His voice sounds hoarse, and he seems somewhat tired.
満足のいく結果ではなかったというわけですか。
だろうな。やってることは大胆だがずさんすぎる。
しかし連邦側の人間と我が国の人間とを入れ替わらせるなどという前代未聞の作戦をよもや承認されるとは思っておりませんでした。
私もだよ。事実は小説よりきなりだな。
The spirited tone of her boss throws her off. She doesn't know what to say in response.
前代未聞。あまりにも前代未聞だが、よもやそれが正しい形への揺り戻しとは誰が気づいているかな。まさにきなりだな。気にしなくていい。
はい。しかし入れ替わったそのものは無事に任務を果たせるでしょうか。
それに関しては心配していない。 問題ないだろう。
根拠が終わりと
Is he talking about Tobokaito or someone else?
ある。それは彼こそが。いや、今はよそう。今我々がしなければならないのは、この作戦で勇敢に戦った同胞たちに敬意を示すことだ。
さようでございます。では参りましょう。
The man leaves a report on the table and the two of them casually leave the room. Yeah, that's Tobokaito, but that doesn't look anything like. Yeah.
ここですね。カイト君が探していた男子寮です。
Thank you. It's like we're going back to how things were. Yeah, I remember. You showed me things around. The dorm goes by the name of Maison Tenshino. Tenshino was the name of the private school opened by the Genpaku Sugita, an old Dutch scholar.
天津寮は学院に一番近い男子寮なので、みんなの荷物置き場として使われていると聞きます。
Oh, interesting. Thanks for warning me, I suppose.
忠告なんですか？
Never mind. Forget I said that. That's what I took at it as, but it didn't seem that May meant for it to be the one.
では、私は帰りますね。また学院でお会いしましょう。
One second.
はい。何でしょうか？
I was wondering, are you free tomorrow? I have to go to the war office and then the academy after that.
またですか？
Yeah, I was missing a few of the required documents for my transfer process yesterday. I really appreciate your company. If you're okay with it, I'll even buy you lunch. The gaze wanders randomly for a short while, and after she stops, she smiles warmly again.
明日、友達と会う約束をしているのですが、ご一緒にいかがでしょうか？
Oh, I wonder who that could be. I don't mind, but is your friend okay with that?
スーちゃんならむしろ喜んでくれると思います。友達になってください。
Sure, I'd be glad to. Thanks for the introducing us.
はい、私も楽しみです。では、明日は私がここまで来ますね。
Oh no, I don't want you to have to do that.
いいえいいえ、道案内ですから、そこまでします。
If you say so. Thank you.
はい、お願いされました。
She hasn't changed. Seeing the gentle smile makes me wonder why I was so hesitant to accept her goodwill in the first place. But her benevolence does worry me somewhat. She's the kind of person who I imagine would follow a stranger anywhere if they ask for directions. Are you going home now? Here, let me walk with you. My stranger is walking alone in this hour.
いえ、この後待ち合わせがありますから大丈夫です。それに私がせっかく送ったのですから、このままお家で旅の疲れを癒してください。
Oh, okay, if you say so. It would seem that she really will be alright. I would reckon that she had all this planned out before she made the decision to take me to my dorm.
カイト君、ものすごく疲れているように見えます。お風呂に入ってゆっくり休んでください。
Yeah, I'll make sure of that. I can't deny that I'm dead tired right now. I don't think I've ever felt quite this lethargic in my life. It's almost like I'm carrying heavy stones on my shoulders.
では、また明日です。おやすみなさい。
Sure thing. Yep, see you then. I watch May walk off until her figure, illuminated by the streetlights, disappears. First thing I do upon entering my room is to check any explosives of wire driving devices. Following that, I check the gas, the efficiency other utilities are working properly, and they take a seat. I simply lay down on the carpet where I stand, feeling far too drained to make it way to my bed. Yukishiro Mei. After saying her name out loud, I realized that it has a peculiar ring to it. I don't know her whatsoever. I wasn't briefed on anything concerning her for my mission, nor have we ever met before. But I still can't shake the feeling that I know her from somewhere. My name is Kaito. Tobo Kaito.
頭部怪盗さん
That was different. I don't remember her saying something like that. Like the Phantom Thief thing? I don't remember her saying that before. I guess I could always look back at the first video that I did to make sure, but it shouldn't matter. Could be. This was my second time seeing this girl. Though it wasn't a reunion or was a second first encounter, I'm absolutely certain of that. But if someone were to press me on that, I wouldn't exactly be able to give any specific for my certainty. My memory is simply too hazy right now. I try to remember, but it's though my memories are hidden behind a curtain. What I feel towards her is a form of deja vu. Despite having never met her before in my life, she seems familiar, and I feel relief upon seeing her. Almost like what one would feel confirming a loved one's safety after a terrible disaster. That's the only reason I can attribute to this indescribable joy I felt seeing her face when we met in the flower garden. I was so happy that I felt tears welling up in my eyes. My most perplexingly was the sense of loss. It was like seeing a prized possession gone for years, only to have it return up in front of you once again. I don't even know why I feel such complicated emotions around Yukishiro Mei. That was why I was so unsettled when I saw her face and her name for the first time. My name is Toba Kaito. I arrived at Morino today and started my life as a student in Shudo Academy.
はいよろしくお願いします頭部カイトくん
She accepted all of it without showing a single shred of doubt or suspicion. She fully believes in my identity, one that I myself I don't even believe in. So in that case, there's only one thing to do for me. Alright, the periodic status report. Oh yeah, of course. I take my mobile device equipped with cutting-edge encryption technology out of my bag. The light on the phone is on. This is a color to indicate that I have an unread text message. Oh yeah, I guess right here. I open the phone and look at the screen. Do not forget. From Roger? Regarding the something... The subject line is empty, and the only words contained in the body of the message are "Do not forget." The sender is none other than myself. Oh, so I sent it to myself. Oh yeah, it says from Toba Kaito. That's interesting. I read the email address I know to be my own. Had to set up my phone to be able to read the messages from it as well. I sent a message to myself? But why? Do not forget what? It's the most important bit of information, yet it was conveniently left out. But that's not the only question running through my mind. When did I write this? It doesn't say. Oh, there's no date on it? I'm the only one who has access to this email address, even if this device is equipped with cutting-edge encryption technology. The users are still, in the end of the day, normal human beings. There are a million different ways for this sort of thing to happen. It's a possibility, for example, that my email account has been compromised. But why would someone do that and then send me this message? Were they trying to rile me up? Trying to brew distrust within myself? Even if we assume that, though, no one will ever go to such lengths for what basically amounts to a silly scare prank. So I guess the sender really was me. Anyone could hypothetically write a message like this, but realistically speaking, I know of no one other than maybe my father and I who would ever sent such a short message like this without even a subject? I can go ahead and rule out my father. He kept things short and sweet, but cryptic message like this were never his style. So in that case, it can only be me. But that leads to the question, why? It has something to do with it, I've forgotten, basically. But what was it? And who is that girl? Her name seems at the tip of my tongue. But I just can't seem to remember. Oh, are you talking about the other agent? Dang it! So annoying. I'm positive I know what is going. What is it that I've forgotten? It's her, that girl. It has to be. Oh, you're talking about her? But you know her name. Unless she has a different name too. Yoshihiro Mei, the girl I've met for a second time. Whoa. Ah, I can't even think straight. My mind is a mess right now. My head starts aching terribly. My pain is so suffocating that my brain feels like the birds are shutting down. In addition to that, I'm physically drained. I didn't walk around the city for too long today. I can hardly believe I'm worn out from just that. I might not be as in shape as I imagined. That thought makes me chuckle a bit. This makes me recall my days in basic training. I was forced to learn countless things day after day in order to overcome all the obstacles in front of me. And since they expected us to be well equipped to handle both types of threats, I was also trained mentally. I still hold a lot of confidence in my mental fortitude. My former codename Paige, yep, I remember that, may contain mostly sarcasm, but for what it's worth, they gave it to me for valid reasons. I had to ironclad will, and not even the most rigorous of training exercises could break me. Or more accurately, I simply picked myself back up after being beaten down. That was what I led to earn everyone's trust. But when I first came in, I had no of that strength. I was just crying over it. Oh, wow, we're getting backstory of him. A poor child with no home, no family, and no memories. I had no recollection of my life up to that point. My sad, desolate life changed, however, when a certain man took me in. His own codename King was, funnily enough, the major reason behind the receiving name Paige. I imagine he also was in large part to thank for me being accepted into the military. At that time, I simply accepted everything that was put in front of me, everything that he wanted for me. I have no memories of my life before I met him. I've never brought up this fact to him, nor that he ever inquired about my life before meeting up with him. It angered me to no end that I knew nothing of my origins. I didn't want to accept him as a guardian. But I remained apathetic towards life in my anger and let him dictate what I did. Part of me, however, always held a slight hope that someday I would return to my true home. That's why I
悩んでいるのか。
I was probably
ま、それもよかろう。悩むのも悪くはない。だがな、悩んでもいいが、簡単に結論を出すな。安易な結論はお前を鈍らせる。
Back then, I couldn't quite see the meaning in his words, but I could feel the conviction with which he spoke. I knew at the very least that he wanted me to understand something. After that, he outstretched that large hand of his towards me. The sight settled me so much that I distinctly remember looking at my own hands to
お前
compare.
は俺の息子になるという。今、お前にとってそれが最善だろう。俺の息子になってから今悩んでいることを一つ一つ考えていけばいい。
The first thing he taught me was to always think before you act. I should always look towards the future even if uncertainties remain in the present. Eventually all things will come to light. But I can't let myself get impatient and take care of things that first need taken care of. That was why I stopped brooding over my amnesia and allowed him to become my father. I was able to walk confidently in life after becoming his son. And that's something I'm truly grateful for to him for. I take something from my headache and begin my periodic status report. Right now, the mission is my top priority. That's what I should focus on. I have to settle in my life here at Morino and become Tobo Kaito. Should I probably also ask about my next orders while I'm at it? So this is the next day. Yep, the following day. Alright, I'm gonna stop the video right here. It seems that there was a reset in the game. Kind of. Maybe he had a premonition or something like that. He saw what was gonna happen and then this is actually him. Or maybe there was a time... not time skip, but more like a time reset. I believe it's a time reset though. I guess, I don't know, we'll find out what really happened. Maybe he did had a... I don't know, like a vision of the future of what could happen, and now he's actually, this is him. Though at the end of the other one, you know, you saw the other Tobo Kaito, right? The I guess the clone, if you're gonna call it that way. Yeah, so that was interesting. Well, I guess we'll have to find out what really happens. Well, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you really further into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like to as well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.